Hi, and welcome to One Way Football's one-on-one fan talk. I was sat there in my living room, and it just popped into my head. We forgot to do the former champions of England, Liverpool.
Yeah, that's
So
us.
I had to give Adam a quick bell and said, "Would you mind coming on doing it quickly? Let's have a little season review." And here we are. Thanks, Adam, for
Yeah,
coming on.
you're welcome. You're
It,
very
it
welcome.
feels like deja
I
vu. It feels like I've only just been talking to you like 5 minutes ago.
know it's strange, isn't it? It's strange.
Okay, so Liverpool finished third in the league, and to be fair, there was actually at one point um, doubt that you'd even get the top four.
Yeah. Well, went down to the final day, really, didn't it? So
Yeah,
it's one of them. I think if you'd have asked me like at the beginning of the season whether I would have took third place, then I'd have said no. But obviously, with all the things that happened over the season, then I think it's a successful season. To be honest,
it has
coming
been.
third.
That kind of saved your season being third.
Yeah, because I mean, I think it was in towards the end of February. I think we were eighth place
Yeah.
and could have possibly sunk to ninth, and then we went and picked up points all the way through the rest of the season and managed to go up to third. So I'd say that's a success, isn't it? Get European football.
Yeah, yeah. To be fair, like being an Arsenal fan, if we'd have got seventh place, I still would have been annoyed anyway because we shouldn't be in that position. We shouldn't
Yeah,
be fighting for seventh place. And a lot of fans are saying to us, "Oh, that if we'd have got seventh place, then that kind of would have saved the whole season." But I wasn't thinking like that anyway. But
yeah,
even if you'd have finished, below fourth or even got like seventh or something, um, you did have fair excuses. To be fair, like you had a lot of
yeah.
players out this season.
I mean, we the last game of the season we had Nat Phillips and Reece Williams as our centre back. I think that was the seventh or eighth centre back pairing that we'd used that season. And yeah, so I'd say you can't really like sniff at the position we managed to get ourselves in, considering the injuries we went through. I think everyone. Mane was out. I don't think Firmino was out, but he was on very bad
Mm-hmm.
form. Salah got COVID. Fabinho was out. Thiago was out. I can't remember if Wijnaldum got injured. Andy Robertson was out for a little tiny bit. Obviously, Virgil was out for the season. Gomez out for the season. Um, who else is it? Oh yeah, Matip. I forgot about Matip because he's
Yeah,
always injured. He was out for the season.
and your biggest one,
Alexander
Van
Arnold.
Dijk, because obviously he's back in training now, isn't he?
Yeah,
But he's it's a massive thing for you that he's not going to the Euros.
yeah. It's it's a good thing, obviously, like for us,
Yeah,
but I don't think we'll find out the true extent of the injury until he's actually playing some games because it was a cruciate ligament, wasn't it?
yeah,
And a lot of players don't come back the same. So yeah, I don't think he's completely out of the woods with it. So
yeah. But it would be
see,
nice to
won't we?
see him back in the squad again, wouldn't it, next season?
Yeah. No, he obviously he will get in straight into the squad. He's first name on the team sheet, really,
Yeah,
isn't he?
yeah,
But I don't know if he'll be the same player. That's the only thing.
yeah, yeah, exactly. And you did have like it wasn't the best of seasons for you, but like you said, you got third in that. But saying that though, your last like 5 games, you had Crystal Palace, you beat them 2-0. You beat Burnley
Yeah.
3-0. Okay, the last 3 games were in your favour a little bit because they were all teams that are kind of down there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
You beat West Brom 2-1. Let's not forget you beat Man United 4-2.
yeah,
You beat Southampton 2-0. This is like a little streak here going on. Newcastle, you drew with them 1-1, which wasn't bad. Leeds, you
yeah.
beat you drew with them 1-1. You beat Aston Villa 2-1. You beat us
Hmm.
3-0. You beat
Yeah, we did.
Wolves 1-0. The last game that you lost was March the 7th. and
Yeah,
it was
Fulham.
against Fulham 1-0. So to be
Yeah,
fair, you kind of in that last kind of horse race, you kind of caught up with them. Do you know what I mean?
yeah. I think with the last sort of couple of games as well, because of the way that the fixtures fell for Chelsea and Tottenham, it put more pressure on them because obviously we only had to catch them up
Yeah,
playing the lower teams, whereas they all had to play each other. Tottenham, Chelsea, and Leicester. I think I might be missing another team, but I think they all the people around us, above or below us,
yeah,
all had to play each other at least once in those last sort of few
yeah,
matches. So
yeah. It was to be fair though, it was good to see that you know Klopp got back up there again. What do you need
yeah.
in this transfer window, in this summer transfer window?
Well, we've just got Kanate off Leipzig, and we were desperate for a centre back last season when we lost Lovren, so that's sorted for us now. But I think we need an out and out striker, really. I think Firmino's getting a bit older now. He's slowing down a bit. He wasn't great last season. Wasn't great at the end of the season before either. So I'd say a striker would
Yeah,
be good. So and maybe another defensive mid, maybe. But I'd
yeah.
say we're okay first 11 wise. We don't
Which
need any improvements.
which player caught your eye this season and thought that he actually tucked his belt in and made a bit of an effort this season? Fabinho.
Nah, because Fabinho was amazing last season and the season before that. So like I don't think you can kind of expect any more of him from what he's been giving us. I'd say Thiago was the standout player for me.
Yeah.
I didn't know what to think of him in the first few matches. He seemed a bit like catching people on tackles, getting silly
What
yellow
about Fabino?
cards.
Is it Fabino? Yeah, your midfielder.
Fabinho, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, but that's what I mean. He's been good last like since we bought him from Monaco. He's been amazing for us. So I would say
do you
it,
think?
like
Yeah,
I'd have to
I
give it to
thought his first
Thiago.
season with you like was a bit because there were like
He said
there are Liverpool supporters that say that have like different judgments on him.
no. I think he's good at what he does. You know, he breaks up play amazingly. Like he's good in possession as well. He's hard to get off the ball. He's good in the air. Obviously, he can fill in at centre back when you need him to as well. He's not bad at that either. So.
Yeah,
He's I'd say for the position he plays, he's got to be one of the best in the world, hasn't he?
yeah, yeah.
So
Um, obviously, Chelsea won the final of the Champions League. Do you think
hmm
Liverpool will get back up there next season?
I don't know. I'd say it relies on a few things like how well the team bounced back from last year, because obviously Van Dijk coming back into the setup and stuff like that. I'd say as it stands at the end of the season, no, we're not good enough for uh, Champions League football. Really, I think we were lucky.
Right. Okay.
So
Yeah. And do you know what I mean? You got teams like Atletico and that in there now that I think you should be more worried about than Real Madrid and Barcelona and that. They've got a
yeah,
good squad now, and they're looking to depth that squad as well.
To be honest, I think the Champions League next season should be quite an interesting one because you've got teams like Real Madrid and Barcelona that don't really have the funds to improve their team as much as they normally would have.
Yeah.
Same with Juventus as well, who's normally a bit of a staple on for the Champions League. I think they're going to have to sell a lot of players. Atalanta have been doing very well with how they invest in their team. Obviously, Chelsea and Man City are just knobs, and you can't do anything about that. Like they've got money. PSG obviously have got money as well, but I do think in the Spanish and the Italian leagues, like you might see some good teams coming through.
Yeah. Of course. Yeah. Um, Yeah, I mean, Liverpool surprised me though. To be fair, I was thinking that I said when you won the Premier League last season, I said I bet you any money I'd have taken anyone's hand off for this bet as well. Like that Liverpool were going to win the league a second time in a row.
Nah, I said City or Chelsea. I remember
Yeah, I remember
when
you
we were
saying it.
talking about
Yeah,
it.
yeah. But I know
So
I truly did think that this was going to be like an era of Liverpool. Do you know what I mean? You had the
nah,
Champions League, then you had the Super Cup, you had the Premier League. Done that World
nah,
Cup thing.
because I mean, with the way that obviously football is nowadays, with Chelsea and City being able to constantly improve their squads with like unlimited amounts of money, I think when obviously Liverpool or something do win, I just don't think they've got the capability or the money to stay up there forever. So
Yeah,
it's just not going to happen. And same with Klopp. Klopp seems to drop off with teams and stuff like that. So I felt like this was our drop off.
yeah, yeah. Of course, yeah. And it always. Do you know with Klopp? Is this his last season? Is he doing one more season, or is it two?
He's three more seasons. I think
Oh, has he got?
2024.
Oh,
I'm not actually
2024.
sure,
Yeah,
but yeah,
yeah. Because I know he did have a statement. He wants to do the German national team, doesn't he? He wants
yeah.
to. He
I
wants
think
to
he might
play
take a
that out.
year out and then do something else. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Who would you have in though to replace him though? Who catches your eye at the moment? Like, because I
I
think
don't know.
he really does suit Liverpool, doesn't he? He
Yeah.
does suit them to a T.
I'd like is it Bielsa from Leeds?
Well, yeah, because he's actually a good attacking manager, isn't he?
Yeah,
He
he'd
plays
fit
good.
into the players we've already got,
Yeah.
and he's a bit of a lunatic, so that works.
He's a bit of a lunatic. Does that go with the
Yeah,
fan
he's like
base?
no, I saw him. I think it was yesterday or the day before. Obviously, because they're on their off season, they're not playing. He was coaching Leeds under 11 team the other day.
All right.
He just loves footy.
Yeah, yeah. I
So,
think anyone would like Bielsa, even though we go on about Leeds being, oh God, Leeds fans, blah blah blah. But in all real sight, I think Bielsa is a brilliant manager, and
and
and that's what you want in the team is attacking football.
yeah, no, but the adjustments that he made as the season went on as well, like they were very open in the midfield, and that's how teams were catching them out.
Mm.
As the season progressed, they actually got better defensively as well as still keeping that attacking ability. So I'd say,
Mm.
yeah, he's a brilliant manager.
Well, they played you in the first game of the season, didn't they? What was that, 4-3 or something like that? Or some
Yeah,
weird
I think
score
so.
line like that, wasn't it? It was crazy.
It's
Um,
always ridiculous, our first game. It was same with Norwich, was it the season before? And it was like
yeah,
something silly.
I'm sure. Yeah, there you go. It was 4-3. You beat them
Yeah,
4-3 because I remember that game, and it was it was the first game of the season, weren't it? Because you played on the Friday night as well.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the season before against Norwich, it was 4-1 as well.
You didn't really have an easy run as well, to be fair, to start with, because you played Leeds, of just newly
Hmm.
promoted team,
Yeah,
and they put you to the test. Then you played Chelsea, you beat them 2-0. Then you played us, you beat us 3-1. Then you played
yeah,
Aston Villa, and it all just went to pot then, didn't it? It was like 7-2.
yeah. I
And
mean,
is that when you started picking up injuries, or
no, we had a full fit squad. It was the Everton game that screwed us.
the next game, which was 2-2?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
That's when we lost Van Dijk and Thiago. I'd say before, like watching that Everton match, that was like the best we played all season as well. So it was a shame because I think we were picking up steam then.
Yeah, that Aston Villa game, man, it was just I don't think anyone could believe if you'd have told if you'd have told your grandchildren later in life that Aston Villa beat Liverpool 7-2,
Yeah,
they'd be like, no, get away, don't worry, you're smoking something, can't you?
yeah. But loads of them were like deflections and stuff like that though. Like they were, I think it was a bit of one of them score lines that doesn't tell the full story of the game. So
Right, yeah, right,
some of them hit awkward angles and bounced in and stuff like that. So
yeah.
it's one of them, innit?
Is it one of them excuses things?
Yeah, I guess it's the only way to kind of deal with it, isn't it? When you lose that amount of goals.
Been there, done that.
Yeah.
Our whole season was based on that excuses.
Yeah.
Right, Adam, thank you for coming on the show and giving us that
No
Liverpool
problem.
review. Don't forget to look out for the Euro show. Adam will be on that as well every week while the Euros are on. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's hit them like buttons. And don't forget to share all our content. Thanks, Adam, for coming on. Cheers, mate.
No problem.
One Way Football.